these amazing people. Last week we showed up on island, ready to put on Romeo and Juliet, and the people we had were 9 amazing young women who wanted to put on this show. And Romeo and Juliet is a big show. There's a lot to it. There's lots of parts. And we said, how can we do this with 9 amazing young women? And what happened was, we ended up having an argument. Not about that, but about who is to blame for the fate of Romeo and Juliet at the end of this show. And we said, you know what? That argument is fascinating. And they were so passionate and spoke so intelligently that we said, we're just going to put that on stage. So I welcome you to Stratford High, go Donkeys. I don't know where that came from, but go Donkeys. Soon the bells will ring, and this classroom will fill with students who have a test today on Romeo and Juliet. And we'll see what happens all together. This is a funnery show. It operates a little differently. You may hear an actor call line, and you may hear me give them that line from over here. That is because we are asking these amazing people to memorize so many words in just 2 weeks before school starts that sometimes they need a little prompt. And they do it in character, and they do it in the moment, and it is the least distracting thing you'd ever imagine. Most people don't even notice, but that may happen. Follow the costume. We have 9 people playing many of the roles in Romeo and Juliet. So if this happens to represent a character, and Adelaide Jones is wearing it, and then you see Amelia Ray wearing it, that means they're playing the same character. And that's an old funnery technique, so everyone gets to play the best parts available. And finally, last night I called it a codependent relationship between the audience and the performers, and that's very true. They are going to give you so much, and the more energy you give back, they'll meet it and exceed it. So if something's funny, I encourage you to laugh heartily. If something touches you or moves you, go ahead and sob loudly and proudly. If there's a villain on stage, feel free to boo and hiss that villain, right? And if there's a heroic moment, cheer for them, and they'll give you their all. It has been an honor to work with this group of young women, ages 9 to 16. They are the most amazing, intelligent, passionate, inspiring group of people you could ever hope to work for. And working with them is the team from the New England Youth Theater this year. I'd like to introduce them now. Up here doing...
Two households, both alike in dignity. Fair Verona, where we lay our seed. From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life. I am doing the opening to Romeo and Juliet because it might earn me extra credit on the test we're doing today.
Oh yeah. Where even is Miss Godot? She's always late getting coffee. She's always late. Wait, what's the test question? I mean, we need to take this seriously, you guys. And impress Miss Godot. Oh, Miss Godot. You got a test today? Yeah. You didn't know that?
Don't teach.
Hey, look, guys, I found the essay. Look, the essay question is so stupid. It's, whose fault is it that Romeo and Juliet died? I mean, how dumb.
That's really dumb. Because, I mean, we all know it's Tybalt's fault. That's obvious.
Explain, please.
I mean, in the first scene of the play, Benvolio was just trying to pick peace. And Tybalt comes in and starts a fight. And I think all of us know that that fight made the feud between Montague and Capulet even stronger.
It's true, Tybalt does work as a symbol of the feud.
Like an instigator, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's not the whole story. I mean, there were so many other people there. There was like Capulet's servants, Montague, nobles and stuff. Like, it wasn't just Tybalt's fault that that fight started. Here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you. Hold on. Leslie, you want to help me with this? Okay. Excuse me. Alright. So, I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runst away.
Nay, I will show myself a tyrant. When I have fought with the men, I will be cruel to the maids and chop off their heads.
The heads of the maids.
Aye, the heads of the maids.
Draw thy tool. Here comes two of the house of the Montague.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will mash thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Let us take the law of our sides. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass by. Let them take it as they list.
Nay, if they dare, I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they dare it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law on our side if I say I?
No.
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 No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
If you do, sir, then I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better.
Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw if you be men. Gregory, remember my caution blow.
Hark, fools! Put up thy sword. You know not what you do.
What art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death.
I do, but keep the peace. Put up thy sword, avenge it. Part these men with me.
What drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word as I hate hell. All Montague and thee, have at thee, coward.
Fight! 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 Fight!
Enemies to peace. Profaners of this neighbor's stained steel. Will they not hear? What ho, you men, you beasts. Throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear thy sentence of your ruthless prince.
3 civil brawls, bred of an airy word, for thee, Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, you are liable.
Do you think there's a chance that it might be Romeo and Juliet's fault? I mean, they're the ones who died, so they must have some, fault.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're being so rash. You can't just get married the same day you meet someone at 13. It's like in the background scene.
Yeah, I've got this one.
It was like right after the party, they just met. It was so dumb.
And then, they're like, hey, let's get married.
Not to mention, Romeo climbed the orchard walls to show up in her yard while she was talking about him on and on.
That's a little crazy.
She's that is about me.
Yeah.
He Jesse's scars and never felt a wound. But soft, what light do yonder window bring? It is the east and Juliet the sun. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that?
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, he but scorn my love, and I'll no longer be the Capulet. 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, my only other name is smell sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owns without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me beloved, I'll be new baptized.
What man art thou that thus miscreant and night of stumblest on my counsel?
With the name, I know not how to tell thee of who I am. For my name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, as it is an enemy to thee.
My ears have not yet dreamt 100 words without tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either there is like.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, if any, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I overperch these walls, for stony limits cannot keep love out.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
I have night's cloak to hide my face, and if thou love me, let them find me here.
Why,
Thou knowest the mask of night.
thou knowest the mask of night is on thy face, else would a maiden blush to paint thy cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. If thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be converse and say thee nay. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. Why,
I have no joy.
I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden. Sweet good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when we next meet. Good night, good night.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night.
Three words, dear Romeo. Good night indeed. Line.
If that thy bent of love be
If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow.
Line.
by one that I'll procure
By one that I'll procure. Line.
to come to thee,
To come to thee, line.
where and what time,
Where and what time thou wilt perform the rite.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou meanst not well,
Madam!
by and by I come. Line.
I pray, cease thy speech.
I pray cease thy suit, tomorrow I will send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night, parting is such sweet sorrow. Thou shalt say good night till it be morrow.
Line.
1,000 times the
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes towards love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks. Hence I to my ghostly father's cell, with his help to crave and my hap to tap.
See that? That decision was made way too fast.
Too fast. But you know what decision wasn't made fast? Juliet's decision to drink her fake poison. She took so long, and she was so scared that if she had just not been a weenie and drank it right away, then she would have woken up by the time Romeo got there, so he would have never killed himself. Okay? I need a chair, please.
I'll get it.
Thank you. Total weenie.
Yeah, I mean, Romeo was kind of rash when as soon as he heard that Juliet was dead, he tried to get poison from the apothecary.
No clarification whatsoever.
He just did it on word of a rumor.
He didn't even ask the creepy guy, the friar. I guess I'll be the apothecary. Okay. So this is the scene where Romeo thinks Juliet is dead, but she's really not. And so she goes to the creepy apothecary to buy some poison.
Here, you can use this as poison.
That's a good idea.
Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. What ho, apothecary?
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Line.
Oh, there's 40 ducats.
Hold. There's 40 ducats. Let me have a drum of poison.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any that utters them.
Man contents and beggary hangs on thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break in and take this.
My poverty, but not my will.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Pour this in any liquid thing you will, and if you had the strength of 20 men, it would just patch you straight.
There's thy gold, worst poisons to men's souls, doing more murders in this lonesome world than this poison. Farewell. Get thyself food. Wine.
Buy food and get thyself in flesh.
Buy food and get thyself in flesh. Wine.
Come cordial.
Come cordial and not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there I must see thee.
Well, I'm sorry. Coffee maker was a little bit on the fritz.
Is there enough for coffee?
Okay, well, I have seen the day when I've worn a visor and could tell a whispering tale into a lady's ear such as would please. 'Tis gone. 'Tis gone, 'tis gone. Well-footed girls.
I got a television spinning me the phone. I got a television spinning me the phone. Wherever I end up, wherever I roam. Now I got a television spinning me the phone. I got a phone that beats makes me know I'm not alone. I got a phone that beats makes me know I'm not alone. Wherever I end up, I sleep like a stone. Yeah, I got a phone that beats makes me know I'm not alone. My head, my shoulders, easy. My head, my shoulders, easy. My head, my shoulders, easy. Yeah, I never beat it. My head, my shoulders, easy. My head, my shoulders, easy. My head, my shoulders, easy. Then take me where I won't cry. Oh, young. Yeah, all around the party we stand in circles now. Oh, who knows where I come from? All around the party we stand in circles now. I haven't met before, now I don't know where it's going. I haven't met before, now I don't know where it's going. Oh, how did I get here? Did you say when I was young? I haven't met before, now I don't know where it's going.
Holy shrine, the gentle fine is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, that smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. But saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have saints not lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Then, fierce saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not while prayer's effect I take.
Do this by the book. Later.
So, do we ever come to So, it's the nurse's fault. It's the nurse's fault. It's the nurse's fault.